Representative Fitzhugh, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll be brief about this amendment, but I feel it's a very important one. This amendment would give Tennessee companies a preference on state contracts, and that preference would not exceed 5% of the lowest bid and shall be awarded as follows. 5% preference on contracts up to $5 million, 4% contracts up to 10, 3% on contracts up to 25, and 2% on contracts up to 50. If you vote to table this amendment, you are in effect voting against giving Tennessee companies a first shot at state contracts, and you'll be sending your constituents hard-earned tax dollars to create jobs not here, but in other states, China, or Mexico. This is the cold, hard fact about this. We talk about being for small Tennessee businesses. Voting not to table this amendment, as I expect my colleague will ask to, is a chance to put our money where our mouth is. I would urge you to vote for and ask you to adopt Amendment Number 3.
Representative Fitzhugh moves adoption of Amendment Number 3. Properly seconded. Discussion on the amendment. Leader McCormick, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish all 50 states would pass a bill that said you had to use preferences for Tennessee contractors. Somehow I think the other 49 would be hesitant to do that. What we do when we do this is we send out a signal to these other states to retaliate against us. That's something it's been bipartisan through the years. I know Governor Bredesen was opposed to this type thing, and we've got to stay consistent with that. The Department of General Services estimates that with the loss of some of the contractors, it would cost almost $500,000 in contracts just next year. And I know that's not a lot of money, but we've also got to consider what our contractors in Tennessee are doing in other states. I can assure you the city of Atlanta is spending a lot more money on Tennessee contractors than we're spending on theirs coming up to Tennessee. 70% of the awards that are currently being given out are going to Tennessee businesses already. We're getting over 2/3 of them in Tennessee right now. I think this is a bad idea whose time has not come. I would say I'll make a motion to table this amendment.
Proper motion, property second. The parliamentary situation is that Representative Fitzhugh has moved adoption of Amendment Number 3. Leader McCormick has moved that motion to the table. That cuts off all debate except for that of the sponsor. Representative Fitzhugh, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and Mr. Leader and Mr. Speaker. I hate to disagree with my friend from Hamilton County, but in fact, 7 states around us, well, Texas is a little farther away, but Texas has an in-state preference tied to bid situations. West Virginia has a resident vendor preference. Louisiana has a preference for products manufactured, produced, and grown in Louisiana. Kentucky has a preference for Kentucky wood products and Kentucky-grown products. Georgia has a preference, all things being equal. The in-state contractor gets the bid. Florida has a discretionary preference, and Alabama has a permissive preference to in-state suppliers. So this is a concept whose time has come, indeed, to give Tennessee contractors first right and first shot at Tennessee contracts. I think this is only proper to do, and I would move you respectfully to vote against the motion to lay Amendment 3 on the table. Thank you.
The parliamentary situation is that Representative Fitzhugh has moved adoption of Amendment Number 3. Representative McCormick has moved that motion to the table. We're voting on the tabling motion. All those in favor vote aye when the bell rings. Those opposed vote no. Has every member voted? Does any member wish to change their vote? Mr. Clerk, take the vote.
Aye 61, 30 nays.